So
anyway, he walks over to talk to these broads, and then Mr. I'm in a rush for an interview, they hustle him in the back for another picture with chicks.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Thought you had an interview to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I'm just a jerk off standing there waiting for a picture to be signed.
Yeah.
I get it. So that's why I was annoyed when you saw me.
Yeah.
That's why, because it was phony, and I knew it was phony, and I saw in his face. Look, I am maybe 1/1000th the fame he is. But I have stood and signed 400 or 500 autographs after a theater show.
Yeah.
I've had those occasions where it's been annoying, and I've had to sign. Never have I turned down a fan with a picture of them. I've never turned down a fan to begin with. Never with a picture of me and that person.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's not going anywhere. Okay, he didn't want to sign it. And Roland, you saw it. Yeah. He didn't want to do it. It wasn't, I'm in a rush, there's a camera, I got to go. It was, he didn't want to do it. So I go back to the table, and believe me, there's more. And that's why I was annoyed when you first saw me. And I know a lot of the fans are going to kill me today. He's complaining. I don't care.
No, this is a great rant. This was what made the event so interesting.
Now, I came in, I guess about this time. I was late.
You were way late.
I was way late.
You missed most of the action with him.
Because I was livid myself.
You missed
downpour. Trying to get a cab in New York City with ELO calling like every 15 minutes or so. Where are you? Hey, where are you? Just sitting behind a Savage trying to get down a Broadway like half a mile, not even. And it took at least 45 minutes to get maybe 10 blocks because of the rain and the pedestrians and just people. Oh, so finally got there, and when I sat down, I looked over at Ope. Ope turned around, smiled. Hey, what's up? What's up? Jimmy was sitting there, like hunched over, mumbling to himself.
I don't think I've ever had more fun hanging out with Jimmy, by the way, and because he was so miserable. I get into that like you wouldn't believe.
When you saw me, the first time Ope saw me, I was right after that happened, and Roland saw it too. Roland understands what I'm talking about. The difference between I'm not an idiot. I understand I don't know how much XM paid for this table. It was
$20,000.
Okay, so you know that me being
for one
there,
table,
there was a $20,000 investment that I was involved with somehow. It was the generosity of XM. But you know that I was there for some reason, and it was not could you sign this ball, DJ? It was a picture of you and me. And you know what? When the first time I met him in XM, I didn't care for him that much. He took the picture with me. He didn't want to. I believe I've signed enough autographs. Sorry I don't have 34 Ds, stupid. I just have B cups.
Can we take a break and then we'll get into part 2?
I hate the rest of the team, too.
We'll get into...
None of you are nice guys. One of you is a nice guy.
Oh, what?
One of you.
Find out who after
Anthony,
this break.
This is what you missed just before you arrived. Jimmy is livid, right?
Uh-huh.
But all of a sudden, Jim Litz, I always say his name wrong, Litz.
Just call him phony number 30.
Jim Litz, who was on our show and gave us an amazing interview and was admitting to, popping pills and all that crap.
How long did we hang out with him for? 3 hours?
We must have hung out with him a half hour here and then another hour and a half at XM.
2 hours.
Let's call it 2 hours. Easy, okay? This is the tease. So Jimmy is livid, but now he's trying to make a comeback. He's trying to rally. He sees Jim Litz at the table next to us. He goes, oh, Jim, he was on our show recently.
Yeah, there's an
Gets up to say hi to Jim Litz, and we'll tell you what happened next.
Oh, boy.
It's the ONA virus spreading across America. It's truly a shame we just had to play commercials. He's still going. It's the Opie and Anthony Show, the ONA virus spreading across America. So we should get right back into this. We're at the Derek Jeter thing last night. What have we learned so far? Derek Jeter dissed him as far as taking a picture
on purpose,
or having the picture that Jimmy brought with him signed.
Gave an excuse about he had something to do, walked away, and then proceeded to take some pictures with some young ladies.
Yeah. I was at the XM table. XM paid $20,000 for the event.
Yeah.
I arrived all happy. And I got even happier when I saw how miserable Jimmy was. Usually when someone is miserable, it brings you down.
Yeah.
I was giggling like a little girl, I got to be honest with you. When he was saying how he's a nobody and he hates his life and he should just kill himself, it made me very, very happy.
Because when he wouldn't sign the picture, I was cool with it, like, all right, whatever, man, he's got to go do a press junket. But then when he stopped and talked to the chick, he could have signed 8 pictures, and then he went back into the room and took pictures with 2 chicks.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize that it was chicks that want to cut their wrists when the Yankees lost in 2001. Sorry, I didn't realize it was a bunch of chicks that liked you when you were a rookie. You idiot. You typical ass of an athlete. Dude, I hate athletes. Hate them. You're a bunch of dummies. They're dumb jocks. And Leyritz, you mentioned Leyritz before.
Right.
All right, so yeah, let's get right into
I
it.
gotta know what happened now.
Let's get to him.
Because I thought we had a relationship with the guy.
So did I.
So Jimmy is trying to calm down and get it together because he knows it's still early on, so maybe some things could possibly happen because he's always thinking maybe I could salvage this night, right? Mm-hmm. And so then Jim Litz is he's standing right behind Elo basically where he was sitting. He was right there.
We just had him on the show.
So I go, Jim Litz, and he's like, oh, wow, I think you even said he knows us. Yeah, he did the show. Cool, Yeah. So he gets up like this is going to be his rallying point. Yes. This is going to rally him to get him back into an okay place where he could try to focus to get more pictures and maybe the Derek Jeter picture signed.
Or just feel like not so much a piece of garbage. So I say hi to one of the Yankees and they know me.
So Jimmy jumps up. I just sat down because I already knew how this was going to play out. And I swear that's the only reason I didn't get up. Because I just know. And I think you knew in the back of your head.
In the back of my head, I did because I know that they're all phonies. I'll say one thing about comics. Basically, in most cases, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
That guy you see a month from now or 2 weeks from now is going to say hello to you again. So I tap Leyritz on the thing with my stupid, typical non-man tap, little faggot fingers. And he turns and he looks. I go, hey, Jim. And he said hello. He goes, hey, man. And that was exactly the tone. Hey, man. And he shook my hand. And I've shaken a lot of hands in my life.
Yeah.
It was the absolute look of, I know I've seen you. I don't know where. I don't care where. Turn back around. There was not 1 ounce of recognition that we had spent 2 hours together talking and laughing. I'm glad your wife took your ring, stupid. What do you think of them apples? What else did she take? Your memory of people you hung out with? Phony athlete. All of them. I hate their guts.
But he walked down the street with us.
He did the walkover with us.
Yeah.
He did the walkover.
I saw Leyritz again by the bathroom an hour later. It was so awful. And look, let me cut anybody off at the pass. It's a big event. He's excited. There's other Yankees there. I don't expect him to throw his arms around me. My God, Jim Norton, I've thought of nothing but you. I didn't even care if he remembered my name. A handshake. Hey, man, how are you? A genuine half-a-second hello.
Yeah.
All I was after. I didn't have a picture to be signed. It was honest to God. I'll call myself out when I'm being a piece of garbage. This was a genuine hello was all I wanted. Nothing. I saw him in the bathroom, like outside the bath, because this was the beauty. I'm in the bathroom, Yogi Berra's in the bathroom. I'm like, oh my God, they got to use the same bathroom the rest of us do. So I go in, I grab sweaty, four-headed Roland, I drag him out. I'm like, dude, they're all going
Who's
to
a
the
wreck at this point? He can't even keep his shirt tucked in. He's so nervous.
I saw Leyritz an hour later. I go, hey man. I said hi again. He goes, hey. And it was such an awful hello. I go, do you remember me? And he goes, yeah, how are you?
Oh, he didn't.
He did, but he just didn't give a crap. He didn't care. That was why I hate him today.
Well, he's not a fag.
Dude,
how would he care?
Not that he wouldn't care. But
the common decency, the common courtesy, because he did have a good time on the air.
We treated him great.
And we're celebrities just like him.
No, exactly. We're not, and I understand that. I understand that. I'm very realistic about that. I don't expect him to throw his arms around me. Man, this is right up there with the 96 three-run homer. I don't expect that.
He only hit one of the greatest homers in Yankee history.
They're all dicks. The whole team is dicks. I can't believe I hate the Yankees.
Go Sox, right?
Go Sox.
Go Sox, right?
Dude, I am heartbroken. I can't believe I hate them.
My Mets are going to kick your Sox ass.
I can't believe it. Okay, so I walk out.
Although they didn't do too well.
I see Ron Guidry, the Gator.
Oh, my God.
18 strikeouts against the California Angels over 78. Dude, one of my childhood idols.
Any girl would know these stats, by the way.
Yeah, any chick would know these.
Right.
You stupid athletes. You jackasses. So, again, I say, he took a picture with me. I said, hey, Gator, I'm like, hey, man, can I get a quick shot? Camera set up, because I know security's with these guys when they come out.
You got to have your camera guy shaking in his boots, so it's all set up, ready to go.
And it's a respect thing. I'm not going to fish through a camera.
Yeah.
While this guy stands here at a big... I know it's got to be ready and done.
That's what turns them off to pictures, by the way, are these idiots that don't know how to get it done.
These dumb guys, and I've been through this, not like you have, Derek, but I've been through it enough, where some idiot with his stupid fat broad has a camera phone. It's a 1. I'm dialing 911. Hit send, whore. Save it. I swear to God, dude, camera phones, I want to smash them against your teeth.
They have ruined it for everybody.
To take pictures with you with a camera phone.
Yeah.
I'm going to bite your phone and your girlfriend's face.
Big, dopey, pixelated, nothing, dark, grainy picture.
Can I jump in for 1 second?
Get it.
Jump in for 1 second. Nelson from Jersey. Table at the Dirk Jeter event, $20,000. Digital camera, $400. Sharpies, $3. Jimmy losing his mind over being a nobody. Priceless.
Of course.
Guidry took the picture because I was prepared.
It's nice.
But he wasn't nice. Do you understand?
No.
Again,
no.
He wasn't rude.
I thought this was a good...
No, none of them are good except one.
But you got the picture.
They were douche after douche after douche. A bunch of entitled douches.
Dude.
I hate this team, and I loved the Yankees.
Of course
loved
you
them.
did.
And my job is to observe.
Yeah.
We all know that. So another observation, they're starting to come back to me now that we're all waking up. So we're at the table. Now the Jim Litz thing happens. He is just miserable. He comes back, and I'm just like, I can't get enough of Jimmy miserable. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, Jimmy, I'm not sure if I said this, but it was very apparent that some people were sneaking. See, the banquet room, we were in the middle, a bunch of tables. The front of the room was where all the athletes were sitting with their wives and friends and family and stuff. But it looked like we were all in the same room, but we really weren't. I said to Jimmy, I think, if not, correct me. I'm like, Jimmy, people are sneaking to the front of the room to get pictures before the event starts. So
I saw it. I saw that. Where
so all of a sudden, rolling, up, rolling up. Poor Roland, man, the sweat is dripping off his forehead.
What?
So Roland's up again as his assistant to get the picture done, and they start walking to the front of the room. I look at Elo and Lindsay, and I'm like, oh boy, this ain't gonna be good.
Well,
they got it cut off at the pass.
Security is in every little table aisle.
Oh, no.
They have a big security guard, so you can't go where the gods are sitting. 20,000 a table. You can't mingle with the gods. You know, the guys that are taller than you and treat you like garbage in high school with the jocks. You can't mingle with the gods because they're going to eat better food than we're getting, I'm sure. But, you know, I can almost understand that because half of these mooks would walk up with a ball while a guy is eating because you're saying this and get with gravy on. I can understand them wanting some privacy with their families and it was annoying, but I can understand that. Again, I am not unrealistic. I'm not a dummy. I understand these guys are bothered all the time. Guidry, back to Guidry, took the picture, didn't want to. The most insincere, yeah, thank you. Yeah, beat it, stupid. You haven't thrown a pitch in 20 years. You're lucky I'm saying hello to you. I just shot an HBO special. Why don't you die?
He took the picture, but you could
Wanted
tell
nothing to do with it.
What did the picture come out like? Did he look like he doesn't want to be there?
No, of course not. But they all know when to put their teeth on.
But Jimmy,
they all know when to smile.
But Jimmy, how does this play on your head? You want like an exchange of numbers, and you're fast forwarding, and there you are having lunch with Ron Guidry?
Absolutely not. Just a thank you from one human being to another. Look, I've met enough fans. I've met enough fans where I know the difference between an annoying fan and a guy just getting a quick shot.
Now, I got to get into your head a little bit. Is that Guidry picture now tainted to you?
No. I got the picture. He did take it. Whatever. I'm just saying, when you see it as a whole picture with all of these guys, you just realize they're dicks. They're dicks.
Go
Athletes,
Go Sox, right, Jimmy? Go Sox.
Back at Dane Cook show, there was 3 of them backstage at the Dane Cook show.
Yeah.
A quick hello, and again, I know it was backstage, not a baseball event. They were very friendly. Ben Ortiz, he said he was friendly. Whatever. I'm sure some of them are jerks too. I'm sure they all are. All athletes are. They all are. They don't make their living with their personalities. That's why they don't mix well. And I know the fans deserve to be crapped on once in a while because they're awful. That's why I set it up properly. Because I know it annoys me, and I know it's not going to annoy me.
So
Guidry, You know who the greatest one was, and I'll never badmouth him again?